Well, hello again. Another video. It's in a few parts, this one is. First of all, it's regarding Windows 11. Now, most of us are running on now on Windows 10 because we've got this new Windows 11. But it does have one particular problem in the fact that in Windows 11 it's called S mode. And what that is the fact that you can only download Microsoft apps. You can't download anything else. It restricts you. But if you go into the settings, there is a little thing in there where you can actually turn the S mode off. That means then you can get any app you want downloaded. This came about by a gentleman rang me having a railway problem, and he couldn't get the TeamViewer to download onto his computer, and that is the reason why. So if you turn the S mode off, you then can download any app you want, especially for me, the TeamViewer. And the other thing is, they also stipulate if you turn it off, you can't turn it back on again. Why would you? Because if it's a restriction you're putting apps on, you don't need it. You need to have any amount of apps that you want on the system. So just be wary of that. On Windows 11, the S mode will not let you put any app other than a Microsoft app onto the system. Right, that's that bit covered. Now then, one thing I always tell you is regards doing a backup. Now, I've been doing this for 9 years, and the amount of people that have come back to me where the system has crashed and they've lost everything. I mean, you lose everything. If your computer crashes, you lose it all, unless you've got some way of getting them back. Now, there's two ways. One is that if you're in a normal Railmaster system, what you've got to do is go to your Railmaster system, which is in Programs 86. Go to Railmaster. If I can actually find it. Oh, it's here, Railmaster. There. Go on. And this is all Railmaster. Now, what you need are two specific files off this. One is called resource file. If I can find it down here somewhere. Which is resource file, which is this one here, which is called resource MDB. That one is all your locos. If you don't have this on, what actually happens, you've lost all your locos. And if you've got a lot of locos, like I've got and quite a few of you've got to put them all back in manually again. So you put these onto a disk or a memory stick. In my case, I've got it on a disk. I can put it on a memory stick, but that's where that is. So that's the resource file one, right? Then you also need your track plan, whatever you called your track plan. You need that downloading on as well. And those two, one thing you could also put on is the INI file, but those two are the main two ones, so that you've got your track plan on a disk. You can put it back into the Railmaster when you get the new Railmaster put back onto your new computer. So those are the two. But if you have, as I have, I've got the Pro. What you need to do, I'll show you how this works. You go to the question mark there, and down here there's this one here which says backup. You click on that, and this is the one I want. What you do is in here you'll find out, like in here, that's the DVD one, that's the one I'm in there, right? There's your backup file there, and all you got to do is click that little box there and click this. As you can hear it, it's now downloaded my Railmasters. Now it does not download Railmaster. It only downloads your track plans, any programs you've got, and anything like that into the system. See, it's still whirring away there. It'll stop in a minute. I'll have to come back down. I'll just come out of this for now. I don't want that now for now. Right, so if I now go to here and go to this, which is the Railmaster file here, and go to this one here, I'll put this into a view mode so you can actually see what I'm talking about. And these of course are all my programs which run my trains. It's got other things in, but there you are. There's all the Hornby track plans, everything else, my track plans there, my resource file is in there, everything sits in here. So the thing is, I'd have to manually put all these back in, but the thing is, I've got them. I aren't going to lose any of my programs which I've done. You can see there's loads and loads of them in there. So that is one thing you do. So on there, so now that is now backed up. It's in my disk in here. Some people will have a problem because I've actually got an external hard drive downstairs because that computer downstairs doesn't have a disk drive in it. Some of the laptops now, but you've got to put an external disk drive to get that. But I do stress, please download those two files, or on Pro, download it as I've just done there, and make sure you save all your files, because you never know when this thing could crash on you. So that's another one. Right, now as you've seen before in my recent videos where I've been using GMRI, I've got a little speedometer. Now my friend down south, Clive, has kindly built me this box, which it sits in now. You can see, look. What it is, there's the LEDs, which are the sensors. But what it is they've got these covers over them now, which actually protect it from the light. As I've said before, light, cameras will affect it. So if I just do this now, watch. Come in, like that. So it does calculate the actual speed of the train. So this is something I'm thankful for. I say it's a nice little box. Everything fits in perfect. It sits on its legs so that this piece stands up. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful. He's 3D kitted me this one, and thank you very much, Clive, for the little box. Now, as you know, I regularly go in to see Steve at the Hobby Goblin. I was in there yesterday, and it's like a moth to a flame. I had to buy something, and I've actually bought a new loco, and it's this one, which is the Hornby Class 47, and this is TTS. It's already built in as TTS. I had this off Steve. I put it on the system, and it's running perfectly. I do have problems. I used to have problems with the Cocos going around the track. They were coming off. But this one is working perfectly. I've actually got three 47s. I've got a Lindisfarne, I've got an RFD, and now I've got this one. The only thing with these Hornby ones, this is a railroad one of course, is that there's no lights in it. But I've got the sound. The sound's worth £46 on its own. So this is one I've just had. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire this one up. Now this train isn't basically in Railmaster as regards pictures, so I've had to put it in as another Class 47 with sound so it can pick up all the functions. Now of course these are all functions. If I do a high-low, there's that one, wagon clanging. I've got that one, I've got doors slamming. The thing is with this, because I've got 46 in it, just do this and go to on short, or there we are. Wagons buffering. There's a fan on and off. You can actually hear it. So another turn that off again. Got brake squeal, flange squeal, cold start, thrash I should say. So it's another little train. So actually now what I've done is, as I've done with a lot of my locos, is on CB3 and 4, on 3, which is the acceleration, because this is pulling all wagons, I've set this to 40 to make sure it goes off slow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this. As you can see how slow it's going. And it takes to 3/4 way around the track before it gets to the speed I've put it at, which is at 50. There we go. It's just 23 miles an hour, which it didn't do. But the trouble with these Hornby trains, more so the normal decoders and also the TTS, you can't control a curve on it, so you can't slow it down or speed it up. It only works what you've got in Railmaster. So if I just do this and I have to just click up as it comes fast, like that. If I now bring it round, which I've got it set at 10, so it slows down really well. I'll bring it round here to this one here. Do that. Now, also what I've got, of course, is my coaches. These are, I've got reed switches in them. So if I actually just touch them like this, like this, like this, I've got the lights on. All it's done is with a magnet like that. And touch them again, they'll go off. So if I now just shut that one down for a minute, and we'll now put on the Tornado. This one has got to be slowed down a bit more yet. I think I've got it at 15, I think it is. But this really needs to be put to about 20 or 30 because it's going away too quick. So it'll pick this up in a minute as it comes round. There it comes. It's now ready for detection. When it says that, that's when it's ready. If that hasn't come up, it doesn't do it. Right? 45 miles an hour. I've actually got it set at 50, so it's very close. As you can see, with the coaches, how nice it looks. In actual fact, when I was in Steve's the other day, he's actually got the Batman people, which are about £15 for a set of 12. So I need to go up there again and buy some people to put into these coaches now. that's that. So all I need now is get the magnet again and touch the coaches like this. That's it, and turn them off. They're all run by battery. I think they're £6.50 a piece now. What it is one of the 20302 watch batteries. It's got a reed switch, which is picked up by a magnet, and you just chuck them into coaches. It's got a strip light of LEDs in there as well. So they're lovely. I say I'm very pleased with them. I need some more for some other coaches, but that is the thing with them. While I was in, as I told you before, I was in there a couple of weeks ago now, and a gentleman brought in a layout which was in N-gauge, which was about 4 foot by 3 foot, something like that. But it was all the scenery was on it and everything. It was absolutely fabulous. Now another friend of mine who I've done some work before with, he's actually bought it, and he couldn't get the locos working. So I actually went on, got the train working to a degree, but it was still having running issues. Now something I've actually showed you before, and it's a product called Loco Go. It's by Hobby Tracks, and all you do is you spray the inside of the wheels where the contacts are. Now that train is going around like a bullet. He is very pleased with that product, which as I told you before, I'm very pleased with it as well. So I did all that, and then I've now changed all his system and put all his signals in, like I've got on mine, like I've got on my signals down here. But at the moment he's got the normal Railmaster, which you can't operate like I can with mine. Same as on here. If I actually go to here now and click this little one here, like that, see that one goes to green to come out of here. That one's gone to red because you can't come across this way. If I click them back again, they all change again. Now here, what you've got here is a double-headed signal there, which is to go main line and up there. And also you've got a distance signal here, which if I just shift this out of the way a bit, which you'll see here. So all I have to do with that is click that set of points up there. They change for green to go into the siding, red because you can't go that way. This one is green because that says the signal in front of it is green. This one, this is a distant double-headed of course. This says it's yellow, which you can see by that. Says the one in front of you is going to be at red, which is of course the main line. Now if I actually just flick them back again, you'll see them go back again to what they should be, to run around on the main line. So that is something I can do for you. The thing is, you don't physically have to have the signals on the track. I can put them all in like this, and same as here, if I just click this one here, what that does is that's green to come out of there, that's red because you can't go that way. I can click it again and it does that. So I've got all these signalling systems. I've been doing this for say 9 years, and it took me about an hour and a half to do it all. I've had some ways, because the layout's been 40-foot track, it's taken me about 6 hours to do, but I can actually do all them with no problems whatsoever. So I'll just now set off both these trains just to show you them going. There's that one going round, and as I said, this is at 40 mile an hour because he's pulling all wagons. There it goes. As I say, that's another loco. This one's called Jack Frost. You see, this is reading the speed of the trains. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop these trains now. I'll stop them here. And turn them off. So basically that's it for this particular video. If anybody wants me at any time, I'm on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well. Please subscribe, and if you go to my website and go to the logo, there's a little button there which you can press for donation if you wish to donate to the channel. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.